This guy had his first event.
Just recording.
He's made, I don't know how much, where's Nate? Or with Shopify, I think collectively we did this in San Diego. He's made what, a couple $100,000 or so between Shopify and Amazon. So not only is he hosting his first events, not only is he well vested into his business, this Godfather right here, the man, the myth, the legend, he's actually a very wholehearted dude. He's got an amazing mindset. He's full of wisdom. With any further ado, I'm going to bring up Mr. Victor Dedaj. Give it up.
Thank you, bro. It's great to be here. Yeah, so we heard some great stuff from Kater and from Nate. So yeah, you're always going to deal with obstacles, which is why mindset is the most important thing for you. So that's why we always start with mindset. But here's the thing: if you know the technical, but you don't have the mindset, you're going to find a way to blow the money. All you need to do is look at lottery winners. They're broke within 5 years. You see plenty of sports athletes that make $100 million, Mike Tyson, money's gone. That you'll find a way to blow, which is why you need to get the mind straight. Because as Nate told you, you're going to have obstacles all the time. The more money you make, the more obstacles are going to come. So I've spoken to a lot of you. We've all had certain obstacles in some of our businesses, which is why ultimately you want to have multiple streams of income. But when you're starting off, you need to be focused on one business. Because if you're trying 7 businesses at once, you're going to have multiple streams of debt. You need to focus on one thing at a time.
I told you the wisdom, I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah.
Multiple streams of debt.
You got multiple streams of debt because Nate talks about it. It's focus. You got to focus on one thing because we can't multitask. We're not computers. You got to focus on one thing. Then once you make that stream of income, you add the second stream. You make that second stream, you can add the third stream. Then what you do is you build teams, you outsource. You can't do everything. So you got to duplicate things. You got to find people who can do what you can with his outsourcing teams. You know, it's in there with Nate did. He taught everyone in his team. Once Nate duplicated, he went to 100,000 right after that. So that's what you need to do. You need to find a way to do it because if you try to do everything, it's gonna overwhelm you and you're gonna feel like giving up. That's why you need to get other people involved. So number one is believing in yourself. You gotta realize you're gonna have these obstacles and you gotta deal with what's called the comfort zone. It's one of the things that stops people. Because when you do something uncomfortable, like Katie was talking about, doing videos, many people are scared of it. I used to be scared of doing videos myself. But in one of my former companies, I did a 90-day video challenge. And it was great for me because I look back at those first 5 or 6 videos, I sucked. I was horrible. I can't believe I did those, but you know what? I did them. And you know what? After 20 or 30, I started getting a little bit better. After 40 or 50, I was better. After 90, I was looking really good. And now I'm just comfortable talking to people. I'm hosting events. I speak at all these other events, and I'm very comfortable. You know why? Because I got out of my comfort zone. I want everyone to do something. Fold your hands like this. All right. Notice which thumb is up. Now switch thumbs. How does it feel? It feels kind of weird, right? Mm-hmm. But hold on to it for a little bit. Doesn't feel so weird now after a while, right? You get a little more used to it, right? Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you try something new. Yeah, it's fearful, it's uncomfortable. But it's like when you start trying it for a while, you're going to get a little more comfortable. It's like when you start a new job. You're scared to death because you've never done it before. But after a few weeks, you get comfortable, don't you? So with every new thing is going to be very uncomfortable. You can't let fear get in the way of you. Because what's one of the acronyms for fear? It's false evidence appearing real. If you think about it, more than 90% of the things you fear never come to pass. Think about it. Think about your days in school. If I don't do well in this exam, I'm going to be ruined forever. I won't go to college. I'll never get a good job. Did that ever happen? No, okay, maybe you didn't do so well, but you moved on. You graduated high school. Some of you may have gone to college. Or this girl rejected. I'm afraid if she says no, my life is ruined. Who knows? She might say yes. But even if she says no, guess what? Another girl came. So you don't worry about those things. In fact, the fear of rejection is one of the things that stops most people. But the truth is, you fear rejection because you're afraid you're going to lose something. But it's not the truth. Think of it this way. Say I have no one to have dinner with. All right? So I ask a girl to go to dinner with me. If she says no, I'm no worse off than I was before. Because before I asked her, I had no one to have dinner with. And when she said no, I still don't have anyone to have dinner with. But if she says yes, right? Am I worse off, right? But we don't think of it that way. But if she says yes, I have someone to have dinner with. So if I talk to a potential client, if I ask them, do you want to join my business? Do you want to buy this product? If they say no, I don't have any less money than I did before I asked the person. But they might say yes. But if you never ask the person, you don't get the sale. So a great book I would recommend is by Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. It's called The Aladdin Factor. They talk a lot about asking. They talk about these things. But most of the things we fear rejecting, it's not a loss. And the thing is, you look back, a lot of those times you wish you had asked someone, whether it's for business or personal, you regret them later on. And Jim Rohn used to say, the pain of discipline weighs ounces, and the pain of regret weighs tons. And most people on their deathbed, what do they talk about? I wish I had done this project. I wish I had started this business. I wish I had done this. All the regrets they didn't do 50, 60 years ago. You don't want to live with those regrets. You need to take action. Action is the thing that stops fear. You just start doing action, you take action, and you'd be amazed how quickly fear runs away from you. So taking action is very important. I think Kate was talking about earlier, you got to be committed to what you want to do. Because people say, I want the results first, and then I'll commit. But it doesn't work that way. Because if you wait for the results, they're not going to come. But something weird happens. When you commit first, somehow you make that determination, then, you know what, eventually the results follow. Because you got to commit first. People get things backwards. You got to put in the effort. You got to be determined. And you got to surround yourself with successful people. I come to a lot of these events, why? Because I want to be around 6 to 7 figures. I want to be around Jermaine. I want to be around Nate. I want to be around Kate. I want to be around Gabriel and these other guys. Because if you surround yourself with people who aren't successful, nothing's going to change. Tony Robbins said, Tony Robbins was having a talk with Mark Victor Hansen. They were speaking in front of some chiropractors in New York. And Mark asked Tony, why is it that you make $50 million a year and I make $1 million a year and me and my partner Jack Canfield are just as smart as you are? And Tony says, well, what kind of people do you mastermind with? He says, well, they make $1 million a year. He says, that's your problem. I surround myself in my mastermind with people who make $100 million a year. That's why I'm making more money than you do, because they manifest much bigger visions and goals and money. So, if you want to make bigger money, you need to surround yourself with more successful people. Because if you surround yourself with people who make $10,000 a year, you're not going to make $1 million. So who you surround yourself with is extremely important. That's why Jim Rohn used to say, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're not successful, look around the people you're spending the most time with. Now granted, you can't get rid of family, but try to find some people you're very successful with. If you've noticed me on Facebook, you notice I go to a lot of these events, I go to a lot of Nate's events, I go to a lot of other events. Why? Because I know meeting these people, surrounding myself with them, is going to change the way I look at myself, my mindset, everything, my work habits, my commitment. I'm going to meet people that can change my life. I will learn something at these events. If you notice, if you go watch an event on a webinar, on a video, it's a big difference watching on a video than being here live, isn't it, guys?
Right.
Yeah, you gotta come because there's a certain energy you just can't feel. And let's face it, some of our families are very negative. So we need to get away for a few days. And surround yourself with these successful people. Surround yourself with this positive energy because it's gonna change. And you're gonna learn these little things. You're gonna learn things that can change your mind. You gotta expand your mind because there's so many ways to make money. You're gonna hear some things. There's Shopify, there's Amazon, there's affiliate marketing, there's network marketing. If you wanna make some extra money, you can do all kinds of things. You can join focus groups. You can join mock jurors. You can go on onlineverdict.com and be a mock juror, make a few $100 because some lawyers will look for mock jurors to practice for the real trial. You can go dog sitting for me. You can pick up groceries for people. You can pick up their kids from school. All kinds of little things to make a few extra bucks. But if you think you can't make money, you won't. You have to expand your mind and look for it. You can write your own blogs. You do YouTube videos. There's so many different ways to make money. But if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it. So that's what you need to change. Think about it this way. If I tell you right now, think of a red car. You want to buy a red car. When you walk outside, what are you going to do? You're going to notice all the red cars. Why? Because you're focusing on it. But before that, you were not looking for the red car. We have something called the reticular activating system because we get hit with millions of things all the time. So it filters out everything it considers unimportant. But the thing that's important, the thing that you focus on, that's what you're going to attract, that's what you're going to look for. So if you think you can't find success, you won't. If you think you can't find Mr. or Mrs. Right, you won't because you're not looking for it. They could be right in front of you, you won't notice them. And if you think there are no opportunities, You're not gonna notice an opportunity right there in front of you. But if you're looking for them, you're gonna find them because you're gonna pay attention to it. Have you ever been to the airport, you hear a million different names, you ignore it. Then you hear your name, you automatically pay attention, right? Has that happened to you? Why? Because your name is very important to you. So you gotta focus on, change when you focus on if you're not having success. You gotta say, if I want success, I gotta believe that there's success out there. I gotta believe there are opportunities. I believe there's money out there. You gotta change your visualization. You gotta visualize. Jack Canfield talks about the hour of power. He spends 20 minutes reading, 20 minutes visualizing the kind of life you want. You're talking what kind of house you want, what kind of car you want, all kinds of things like that. Visualize after 20 minutes a day. You know why? Because your mind cannot tell the difference between a real event or an imagined event. So focus 20 minutes on that. Also 20 minutes of meditation. You know why? Because we talk about detoxing our stomach because we have a lot of junk. We have to detox our mind too because there's a lot of junk in there too. So when you clear your mind out, spend 20 minutes of meditation, it will do wonders for you. I'm sure some of you over here do some meditation as well. So you need to practice on those things as well. So, there's so many different ways to do it, and you got to invest in yourself. I know some of you might have some rough economic times, but maybe some of you are afraid to invest. But here's the thing, your best investment is in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, how do you expect people to invest in you? Because if you don't believe you're worth investing in yourself, why would Jermaine want to invest in me if I don't believe I'm worth investing in myself? Why would Nate invest in me? Why would the rest of you invest in me? You got to start investing in yourself as much. Because, Jim Rohn used to say, I know I've been quoting him a lot today, he says, work hard on your job, you make a living. Work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. So don't be afraid to spend that money. Okay, maybe you can't spend a lot at the beginning, but spend $100, spend $200, and then maybe you can add it to $1,000, $5,000. If you talk to the most successful people, you talk to all these other millionaire entrepreneurs, they're always spending more on their personal development. They're spending $500,000, $1 million. And these guys make money, but they know they want to manifest bigger vision, and they know personal development is so important. So they keep spending more on coaching, and they keep adding more and more because they know they never stop learning. You always got to be a student of the game. If you think you know everything, that's when your business starts suffering. So you need to keep investing in yourself, and it's the best investment you can make. Because the more you invest in yourself, you say, "I'm worthy of it." And when you feel that way, people are going to notice it, and they're going to say, "You know what? This person's worth investing in." So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Victor, man. So with the as I mentioned before, his event, he's talking about investing. So Victor's got a $25,000 coaching program. Joke, haha.
He's signing up.
That was a joke, but he does have another live event.
In New York City, April 28th and 29th.
New York City, April 28th, 29th. That's a little tip as well. Go $25K, and then say the tickets are only. What are the tickets, Victor?
It's $199, but I'll give you guys a discount if you reach out to me for those of you who are part of the Traveling Beast Mastermind. So just reach out to me later. Plus, Jermaine will be there, Nate will be there, so we're gonna have a lot of great guys. Joe still will be there, so we're gonna have a lot of awesome speakers because we had an incredible event in September. Plus, we had a lot of good food.
Exactly. Yeah, this guy's the foodpreneur. For those that do not know, take you to the best food spots in New York City. So again, it's in New York City, April 28th, 29th. We want you guys all to be there. Wanted to make sure that I had everybody's attention. I put that out there now. More importantly, I want to say this, and I don't know if you thought I forgot earlier, but I didn't. He just got engaged to his lovely future wife.
Thank you.
All right, so good stuff, Victor. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jermaine.
All right, so everybody's reaching for their wallet when I said $25K. Protecting the wallet.